Let me tell you something most people are too uncomfortable to admit. The reason your relationship feels exhausting is because no one is truly leading it. Two people negotiating. Two people correcting each other. Two people silently competing for control. And what does that create? Confusion, tension, resentment. Now here's the part that might shake you a little. A relationship without leadership doesn't become equal, it becomes chaotic. In my world, there's no chaos. There's direction, structure, and clarity. I lead. He follows. Not because he's weak, but because it works. And today, I'm giving you 16 rules that don't just maintain a relationship, they transform it. But listen carefully, because by the time we get to Rule 9, you're going to understand why some men thrive under this, and others fall apart completely. Rule 1. My emotional state sets the tone. Let's start where most people get it wrong. Your mood, your energy, your presence is not just your problem. It's the temperature of the relationship. When I walk into the house after a long day, he's on the couch, distracted, barely looks up, and just says, "Hey." That's it. No warmth, no awareness, no presence. Now suddenly, the room feels colder. That's not small, that's everything. When he understands that how I feel matters first, he adjusts before things break. And if he doesn't, I don't argue, I don't complain. I shift. I become quieter, more distant, less available. And trust me, that silence speaks louder than any argument ever could. Rule 2. I don't compete for attention. If I were out to dinner, I'm talking, sharing something meaningful, and his phone lights up, and suddenly, I'm second. No, I will not fight for your focus. That's not happening here. In a female-led relationship, attention is intentional. If he breaks this, I don't snatch the phone. I don't make a scene. I lean back. I just look at him disengage. And I let him sit in the realization that he just lost access to my energy. And once he feels that shift, he doesn't forget it. Rule 3. Consistency matters more than words. Don't tell me you care. Show me. Over and over and over again. He's amazing for 3 days. Attentive, loving, present. Then suddenly, distant, not focused. That an emotional roller coaster? I don't ride those. In my world, if your behavior changes, so does your access to me. And I won't explain it twice. Rule 5. Respect is the foundation of everything. Not love, not attraction. Respect. Because once respect slips, everything else collapses right behind it. And rebuilding that takes time. A lot of it. Consequence. More details and chores around the house. Rule 6. I reward alignment, not effort. Just trying isn't enough. You can try and still miss the mark. When he goes to the store and ignores everything I actually asked for, that's not alignment. That's guessing. And I don't reward guessing. When he listens, adapts, and aligns, that's when the energy flows back. Rule 7. I don't repeat myself. This is where most men fail. I will communicate clearly. Once, maybe twice. But after that, I'm not reminding you. I'm observing you. I tell you something matters to me. You forget. Again and again. I don't get louder. I get colder. Because repetition isn't the issue. Your attention is. Rule 8. I control access to my energy. Not everyone gets the same version of me, not even you. You earn access through consistency, respect, presence. If those drop, so does my availability. Simple. Rule 9. You don't get comfortable with me. Here's the rule that breaks people. Comfort is where effort goes to die. At the beginning, dates, effort, thoughtfulness. 6 months later, minimal effort, predictable behavior. That shift, I notice it immediately. And when I feel that comfort replacing intention, I adjust. Less warmth, more structure, clear expectations. Because comfort without discipline leads to disconnection. Rule 10. Emotional control is non-negotiable. You don't get to lose control. Not here. No yelling, no slamming doors, no shutting down. If he gets frustrated and his voice raises, my energy shifts. I don't match it. I remove myself. Because chaos doesn't get engagement, it gets distance. And if it happens again, structure increases and cell phone access decreases. Rule 11. Your actions reflect on me. When you move through the world, you represent us. If you're rude to a waiter, dismissive, short, I notice that. Because if you can treat others like that, eventually it comes back to me. And when I see it, correction happens immediately. Rule 12. I don't tolerate half presence. Being physically there is not the same as being present. We're spending time together, but your mind is somewhere else, distracted, disconnected. That's not acceptable. And when I feel that, I withdraw. Because I don't share space with someone who isn't fully there. Rule 13. I protect my peace relentlessly. Drama doesn't live here. If you bring chaos into my space, it gets removed, quickly. You bring outside problems, but no solutions. Just stress, complaints, negativity. No. I will create distance until balance returns and a correction to restore balance. Rule 14. You earn privileges through behavior. Everything in a relationship is access. Time, attention, intimacy, all of it. Access is earned. You've been consistent, present, aligned. You get more of my attention. You slip, you get less. Not punishment, just consequence. Rule 15. I decide when we reconnect, not you. After a conflict, I need space to process because I need to feel safe again. Argument happens when I'm ready. Then we reconnect. Rule 16. My leadership is intentional. Let's end where most people misunderstand everything. This isn't about control. It's about direction. Because without direction, you drift. Without structure, you break. Without leadership, you lose each other. And when I lead, we don't drift. We build. We align. We grow. Which one of these rules made you uncomfortable? Because that discomfort, that's where the truth is hiding. And if you're honest, you already know. Whether you're built for this or not. Because a woman who leads with clarity doesn't create chaos. She eliminates it. And not everyone can handle that. But the ones who can, they don't just stay. They thrive.